I'm looking for a 6-foot fine man with a corporate job, a black king, no offspring.
I know we're just kikiing, but I do want to have a quick big sister talk with you guys, especially since everything that's going on with entertainment, from Quiet on Set, the Diddy cases, Drake, bring into question work culture. I saw a conversation somewhere on social media where someone's like, oh, so am I supposed to believe that everybody in entertainment's just weird? And someone else was like, well, yeah, because if you're a weirdo, you want to be surrounded by people who don't make you feel like being a weirdo is wrong. And so back to this conversation where I said, no, I found the 6'5" corporate black king with no kids, and I immediately found out why he was single. They're like, oh, he's cosplaying. I'm like, no, think about what we're talking about. Now, this isn't to say that every single person in this position is like this, but when you think about the type of person you have to be to thrive under certain circumstances, I think it'll make a little sense to you why a man in this field, a black man in this field, might not be what you're looking for, because he was attractive. I'm teeny tiny, so people don't have to be really tall for me to date him, but he was tall. Came from New England money, went to a private college, got his MBA at Harvard, is ready for a family. I was going to say I'm no longer involved with him, but was ready for a family, so ready for a commitment, fairly generous. He went to what's it called? It's like the golf version of the US Open. The Masters. My dad loves golf. Brought my dad back all the swag from the Masters. He plays pickleball at country clubs on the weekend. The whole shebang. But he also made border jokes, jokes about illegal immigrants. He also made jokes about alcoholics. He made a wife beater, the t-shirt joke. And there are a few occasions under where we were having a heated debate, friendly, and out of nowhere he goes, you need to stop talking right now. You're speaking over me. And I guess what I'm trying to say is you have to think about the culture of the men that you're dating. Yes, we talk about why you shouldn't date someone who was in the military or a police officer. But think about corporate culture. Think about why we make jokes about corporate, how those people behave and relate to each other. Now think about a person who sees no problem with that environment, that is happy to climb that ladder. What behaviors might be normal to them, what types of traits they may have. Because in most cases, it's not that a diverse culture means that the environment adapts around the diverse person. It's that the diverse person has to adapt the environment. Maybe he wasn't always a person who made Republican immigration jokes, but maybe that's the kind of shop you have to be comfortable talking when you're shaking hand at the Masters and playing pickleball, getting deals done. And he specifically was in corporate buying, so he works a lot with people within his own company, but a lot of clients who buy a lot, and he's in plastics, guys, the thing that's in everything, billion-dollar industry. And that's not to discourage people who want a man, specifically a black man that's tall, no kids, and in corporate. Sometimes I think we have to think a little clearer about what exactly are we asking for and what would we be cool with. And I say this part not to judge anybody, but for somebody that's perfect, because they're like, I'm not racist, but I'm not gonna fumble my bag by not dating a guy that makes immigration jokes. He's ready to get married. He doesn't actually hit me, even though he makes jokes about wife beaters. Sure, for somebody that's fine. For me, my whole platform is I talk about equality, but I think it'd be naive of me to assume he was just a bad apple, especially when I've worked in these spaces before. I've said before I was full-time artist as the head of my own department at a marketing firm. My first firm, it was not some cute creative agency. I was running ads for people who make platinum countertops, the generational money crowd. So I can confirm that is how people in these spaces talk. And I think a lot of people, you are gonna be disappointed. And again, I know this was lighthearted. I'm just adding my 2 cents, big sister. But a lot of you will be disappointed if you go in looking for this type of man and you expect him to be whoa, or open to feminist ideas. Most of those men are not bred to care about those things. It may be the worst offense of all is she used to say things like, I made a boo-boo. Oh my God. A little corniness is okay. We need it a little bit, but that was too much. That was too far. But yeah, just remember to think about the culture around the type of person that you want to date, guys.